YouTube, what is going on? Rich here, and welcome back to another episode of the Football Manager Project right here on the FM Scout YouTube channel. Now, if you've not checked out this series before, make sure that you do go and check out some of the previous episodes where we've already looked at the English Premier League, we've looked at Serie A, and we've also looked at the BBVA in Spain. So the idea of this series is to, now that we're getting to sort of 7-8 months into FM16, and it might be going a little bit stale for you, it's to give you an idea of some new fun saves that you can do. Now in today's video we are going to be back in England again, and today we're going to be featuring the Sky Bet Championship. This for me is one of the most fun leagues to do a save in Football Manager, and it has been for years and years and years. So today I'm going to pick 5 teams out for you guys to go and start a save with. I also want you to link me on Twitter. I'll leave the link in the description, and make sure that you know, if you do start a save with one of these teams, let me know how you're getting on. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video and pick the first team. So the first team that I am going to pick for you guys is going to be Bolton Wanderers. Now, you're going to have a really tough time with them. They're predicted to finish 17th in the league. Their finances aren't fantastic. In fact, they're pretty bad. They are £174 million in debt as far as loans are concerned, and they are also under a transfer embargo due to breach of financial regulations. Now, this is going to be more of a challenge for you. You know, the first season, can you keep them up? Can you maybe get them up as far as mid-table, and then build and build in the second season and try and get towards that Premiership? Now, the reason that I've picked Bolton is due to their excellent facilities that they've got. They've got excellent training facilities, and they've also got very good youth facilities. So as you can see from the graph here, Bolton have been on a downward spiral for a number of years. Their captain is Darren Pratley and vice-captain is Mark Davis. Now, if we have a look at the senior squad, sort of starting from the back, a few players that stand out. You've got Ben Amos in goal, former Manchester United goalkeeper, contracted to Bolton for another 4 years, so you know, never know, if you do want to try and build up some money, you could sell him, but personally I would keep him. He's got some great stats in there. If at any point, guys, you do want to pause the video, please do so and have a look at the stats. But Ben Amos, 25 years old, will be a very, very good goalkeeper for you. You've also got David Wheater at the back. Former Middlesbrough player, but he's got some decent stats as well. 15 heading, 13 marking and 14 tackling. His physicals are fantastic, and he's still only 28. Appears to have been around for ages and ages. Another guy that is worth a little bit if you did sell him on. I don't know if you'd get him under another contract at all. He's only got a year left on his contract, so you might look to sell him. Now, going forward into midfield, you've also got Jay Spearing, formerly of Liverpool, I do believe. Yeah, Liverpool, and then he's been at Bolton for a few years, had a brief loan at Blackburn Rovers. But another guy, you know, plays in that defensive midfield role. Looks like he's got some good stats on him. Still under contract for a couple of years as well. You've also got a couple of good youngsters in here as well. Josh Vella, very, very highly rated. Stats look pretty tidy as well for a central midfielder. Under contract for another 2 years, worth 2.4 million as well. And only 21 years old. He will be a decent player for you. He's quite tall as well, at 6 foot, so he will be pretty commanding at the centre of midfield. Now, going forward, you've also got this man. You've got Emil Heskey. You guys decide. Shocking player or decent player. He's down as a veteran striker, under contract for a year with you. His mentals and his physicals aren't too bad at all. 10 finishing might let you down. I don't think he's going to weigh in with tons and tons of goals with you. But one man that will be pretty good is this guy, the wonder kid of FM16, Zach Clough, 20 years old, 14 finishing, 14 dribbling, 14 penalty taking and 14 technique. He will only get better. You've got 4 years of him as well. Try and build him up, build him up. If your season's not going too well, get him sold. You should get a fair bit of money for him, but make sure that you're playing this guy up front. The next team that I'm going to choose is Brighton and Hove Albion. This is a club that I feel you could definitely have a good chance of making at least the playoffs in your first season. Predicted to finish 8th in the league, but they have got excellent training facilities and excellent youth facilities as well. They've got quite a big loan debt that they need to pay, but their finances are secure, so you will be given some money at the start of the season. Chris Hughton currently in charge, doing a fine job. Your captain is Gordon Greer. Your vice-captain is Inigo Calderon. Both two ageing players that you may look to sell on. but a 3-star national reputation, play at the American Express Community Stadium with a 30,000 capacity. They will be a real good save for you to do. Now, starting from the back, in goal, you've got David Stockdale, still 29 years old. What clubs has he been at? He's been a bit of everywhere. Fulham, Hull, Plymouth, Leicester, Rotherham. He's never quite hit those dizzy heights, but still, David Stockdale will be a solid goalkeeper for you. Still under contract for a couple of years and worth a fair bit. Going from the back, you've got Lewis Dunk, commanding centre-half. Again, another player that's very highly rated in real life as well as FM, and he will again continue to grow. Only 23 years old, 14 heading, 11 marking and 14 tackling. Decent mentals, decent physicals as well. 6'3", a very, very commanding centre half for you. Now going back through the team again, you've got Beram Kayal as well, who will play in central midfield, under contract for 2 years, but worth a whopping 8 million. If you want to get some money in, you could sell him. I'm sure that you may find players that are a bit better, but he's an Israeli international with 26 caps, likes to shoot from distance and dives into tackles a little bit. So you may want to tell him to, calm down. He may pick up a few cards for you. You've also got this guy who I rate very, very highly indeed, Anthony Knockaert. The Frenchman, no caps for his country, has played for the under-21s a couple of times. Again, under contract for 4 years, worth a fair bit, but he will play in that attacking midfielder role for you. 14 finishing for an attacking midfielder, very good. 16 technique though, and 16 flair are the stats that I would be looking at. Likes to shoot from distance, cuts in from both wings, pretty good player for you. Formerly at Leicester, and he's also been at Standard Liège, but he is definitely a Brighton player. You've also got, if you have a look at some of the youngsters, you've got Solly March, he's a pretty good player. He's been dogged with injuries for the last couple of years, but again, he's someone who I do rate pretty highly. You'll get a few years out of him. Kazengalualoa, the flying winger, tends to be in real life, comes on as a sub, sort of for the last 20 minutes, half an hour of a game, and has an impact from there. As you can see, he's very, very quick. I'm surprised that his pace is only 15, actually. I'd put that up a little bit if it was me that was doing the stats, but it's not. Will be a decent player and should have a pretty good impact. Already played 137 times for Brighton and Hove Albion. You've got, also going forward, you've got the legend, you've got the striker, Bobby Zamora. You'll probably only get a year out of him. But 14 finishing, 13 first touch, 14 heading as well, 17 penalty taking. Still a good player at this level, not worth anything, don't sell him. Keep him in your squad for that experience. You've got James Wilson as well, another wonder kid on loan from Man United, 16 finishing. I'll say no more, guys. Pause the video, look at his stats. You're only going to have him on loan for a year, but you never know. You might be able to get him in for a second year if you get into the Premier League. The next team I'm going to give for you to guide to the Premier League is Derby County. Predicted to finish 4th. I've seen a few saves on Football Manager with Derby. People do tend to get them up in the first season. Again, excellent training and youth facilities. You can't ask any more than that. They're not in much debt. Their finances are secure. Richard Keogh, the captain, and Chris Martin, the striker, is the vice-captain. Play at Pride Park in front of 33,000 people every single week. You've got a couple of options for your goalkeepers. You've got Lee Grant or you've got Scott Carson. Still very experienced. He's only 29 years old. I thought he was a bit older than that. I thought he was in his 30s. Still under contract for another couple of years, though. He's come from Wigan Athletic. He will be between the sticks for you. You've got, who else have we got here at the back? Who am I looking for? Jason Shackle, a commanding centre-half. 15 heading, 14 marking, 15 tackling, 18 leadership, 16 bravery. Say no more. 31 years old, valued at 1.8 million. Previously at Burnley, he's only just come over to Derby. I think he might have been previously at Derby in 11-12 by the look of it. I'm not sure if that was on loan or whether that was a permanent move. Let's have a look. Oh no, he was transferred from Barnsley to Derby for £1 million, and then he went to Burnley and he's come back to Derby for £3 million. So he's in his second spell at the club. Now going forward through the team, you've got Will Hughes as well, another player. Keep him at the club. Another 3 years on his contract at the time of starting the game, valued at £8 million. Again, he's only 20 years old, but he's a player that will definitely develop for you. Runs with the ball through the centre, plays short, simple passes, dictates the tempo. Exactly what you want from a midfielder. Already played 121 times for Derby County. You've also got Tom Ince, who's still only 23 years old. He seems to have been around the clubs a little bit now, though. He's been at Derby for the last couple of years. Played for Forest as well. He was on loan at Forest from Hull City. Crystal Palace on loan. Blackpool he's played for, as well as Liverpool at the very start of his career, but he didn't make any appearances for them. But Tom Ince on the left-hand side, 16 dribbling, 15 finishing as well. You could probably stick him up front, places the shots, cuts in from both wings, pretty experienced, already 18 under-21 caps. So quite an experienced player for his age. Now up front you've also got Chris Martin, 16 finishing and 16 penalty taken as well. 26 years old, 6'1", gets into the opposition area, shoots with power, argues with officials. He might be going into the book a few times, guys, so you might have to watch out for that. Under contract for 3 years, 5 caps for Scotland, and valued at £5.5 million. He will be the spearhead of your attack. And then, if you want him, Darren Bent, also contracted to Derby for another couple of years. Very experienced striker, 31 years old. Play him up front with your previous man up there. Play him up front with Chris Martin. He will definitely benefit you. Likes to beat the offside trap. And he's no slouch either. 15 pace and 15 acceleration as well. 14 finishing, 15 penalty taking. Technique's not the best, but makes good decisions and good movement off the ball. Derby County will be a very fun save for you. You can get them into the Premier League at the first attempt. Team number 4 is Sheffield Wednesday. Out of the Premier League for a number of years now. Made the playoff final this year. Sadly, didn't make the cut against Hull in the playoff final. So they will spend another year in the Championship next season. But can you get them into the Premiership at the first attempt? Predicted to finish 9th, so you won't have a massive lot of pressure on you. Average training facilities and adequate youth facilities. You might want to try going to the board, asking them for better youth and training facilities. Glenn Louvens, captain, commanding centre-half, and Jose Semedo will be your vice-captain. As you can see, they have been on the up for the last few years, so they should be able to take that next step. Finances are okay, so you should get a little bit of money. Play at Hillsborough still in front of 39,000 people. Now, having a look through the senior squad, you've got Kieran Westwood for your goalkeeper. He is currently injured, though. He'll be out for 2 to 4 weeks at the start of your save. But Kieran Westwood has made 43 appearances already for Sheffield Wednesday. Looks like a very good goalkeeper. One-on-ones and reflexes are the ones that stand out, as well as his agility as well. 30 years old, 8 caps for Ireland, and under contract for another 3 years and valued at £4.3 million if you did want to sell him on. They've also got Glenn Louvens at the back, the captain and commanding centre-half. 15 heading, 15 marking, 13 tackling, 16 bravery, 16 jumping reach. Yet again, say no more. Quality player. He's Dutch. 2 caps for the Dutch national team. Not valued at a lot, really, surprisingly. But again, I suppose that is because of his age. Previous experience at Real Zaragoza and Celtic and Cardiff as well. So he'll be pretty good for you. Going forward through the team, you've got Barry Bannon, who's had a very, very good season for Sheffield Wednesday this year. Plays in the middle of the park, valued at £5.25 million, 20 caps for Scotland, and looks like a pretty good player. Again, lots of experience, 140 career appearances so far at age 25. Comes deep to get the ball, dictates the tempo, but he does avoid using his weaker foot. He's left-footed, play him on that left-hand side of midfield if you want to. 15 crossing, 15 corners as well. Get him on corner duty, definitely. And his penalty taking and technique aren't bad either. Good work rate, exactly what you need for a central midfielder. Now, another guy that's had a very, very good season for Sheffield Wednesday, and again, very experienced, 27 years old, Kieran Lee. Stick him alongside your man Barry Bannon in the middle of the park there. 15 passing, 14 technique, 16 teamwork, 17 work rate. pretty good player. I'd definitely have him in there. I think a few additions to this Sheffield Wednesday side, and you would be absolutely fine. Fernando Forestieri can play in that attacking midfielder role for you. Contracted to Sheffield Wednesday, formerly of Watford, where he made 80 appearances, and he's also spent time in his native Italy at Udinese. He spent time at Bari, Empoli, spent a bit of time in Spain as well on a loan deal at Malaga. So, you know, he's also very experienced, even though he's only 25 years old. 16 technique, 14 passing. His dribbling is also 15. He's a very, very good player for you. Now, to go with him up front, you've got Gary Hooper, the former Norwich and Celtic man. He will score goals for fun. 15 finishing, 14 penalty taking, 13 technique. His passing isn't the best, but off the ball as well. He's 14 and his work rate is 15. He'll be absolutely brilliant for you. Described as a nomadic striker, places shots, comes deep to get the ball. Again though, avoids using his weaker foot. If you did decide to sell him on, you could get upwards of 6.5 million for him. But personally, I'd keep him. Go and buy a striker to go alongside him. I think you need 4 or 5 players for the Sheffield Wednesday team, and you can really mount a challenge at the top of the league. The final team that we are going to look at in this video is Wolves. Mid-table side, usually last couple of years in the Championship, but if you have a look here, superb training facilities and superb youth facilities. You can develop your players that are already there, bring through those youth players as well. Predicted to finish, you know, at 13th in the league, I'd go with that, but their finances are secure. They've not got any loan debt by the look of it, so you might have a little bit of money to spend with Wolves. But, you know, you won't get an awful lot. But, you know, a few players in this side, over a course of a couple of years, you could definitely push to get them into the Premiership. No vice-captain currently, but, you know, playing at Molineux in front of 30,000 people every week. Let's have a look at a few of the players that you're going to have in your side. So you've got Carly Kami, the goalkeeper, 29, Nigerian, looks pretty good actually. 15 handling, 14 one-on-ones, 15 reflexes, 13 throwing. Not too bad at all. Valued at 3.6 million if you did want to move him on, and 6'3" as well. So he's got, again, quite a fair bit of history as far as his career is concerned. He's been at Wolves for a number of years, had a loan spell at Doncaster and Middlesbrough, Leicester. Oh, he's been at Wolves all his career really, and just had the loan spells. Yeah, so he's a Wolves man. Keep him at the club, and he will do all right for you. We've also got Dominic Iorfa at the back, who's going to be your wing back. 14 dribbling, which is pretty good. 13 marking, 13 tackling. He's got a good work rate, and he's only made 20 appearances for Wolves since 2010. He's 6'4". He's very, very tall, and he does like to run with the ball and get forward whenever possible. So you never know, you might be able to train him up into, if he's not a wing back already, you might be able even to train him up as a right midfielder with those crossing and dribbling stats. Valued at 3 million for another 4 years. He will be a pretty good player for you. As far as young players go, you've also got Courtney House at the back. 13 heading, 13 marking and 13 tackling. He's an ambitious player, valued at 3 million. Again, he'll do a good job for you. A little bit of development. He's already made 54 appearances in professional football, and he's got himself a little bit of experience out there. He's gone and played, you know, for Wickham for a couple of years. He's also had spells at Gillingham, and he's now working his way into the Wolves first team. Now, to go alongside him at centre-back, you've got the experience. The former Newcastle man, Mike Williamson. Not blessed when it comes to pace or acceleration, but like we say, plenty of experience and some really good stats. 18 heading, 16 marking and 16 tackling. If you can get Courtney House doing his running for him, he will be absolutely perfect for you at centre-back. 17 bravery. His leadership isn't the best. I would have thought, you know, that with the experience he's got, he would be good for, as far as the leadership. But his physicals are brilliant. 17 balance, 18 jumping reach and 16 strength. 6'4". It does dwell on the ball a bit though. That is his downside, and he's not worth much. But I think you'll get a couple of good years out of Mike Williamson. Going back to the young players in the team, this player looks really good. Connor Cody will play it at central midfield for you. You might even be able to train him to play a bit of defensive midfield or on the right hand side. 12 first touch is quite good. 13 tackling, 12 technique, but his leadership and bravery on his mental stats, very, very high. Comes deep to get the ball. We'll get into the opponent's box late. Does dive into a tackle though. 85 career appearances already across Huddersfield, Sheffield United, and he's played for Liverpool as well. Going forward through the team, you've also got Adam Lafondra on loan from Cardiff. He will definitely get you bags and bags of goals with that 15 finishing, 17 penalty taking, stick him on the penalties, and 12 technique. Also 12 heading, which I would have thought might have been a little bit higher. But then again, he is only 5'10", so don't be putting the crosses too high into the box. Still valued at 1.7 million, but then again, like I say, he's not your player. Beats the offside trap and attempts overhead kicks as well. 396 career appearances and 158 goals. A very, very good record across a number of clubs. Let's have a look at his history. He's currently a Cardiff player, been on loan at Bolton, now on loan at Wolves, played for Reading, Rotherham, Rochdale and Stockport in the past. He's definitely been around, but he'll be very, very good for you. I would have said put Nua Dicko alongside him. Again, a player that looks really, really good, valued at £5 million. But he is going to be out for a very, very long time at the start of your save. He's having specialist treatment for torn knee ligaments and will be out for 12 to 13 months. So don't expect him at all in the first year that you're at Wolves. But when he's back, hopefully you can get him fit. He can bang in some goals for you. Already got 100 appearances to his name and 42 goals across 5 clubs. So he's not doing too bad at all. So Wolves will take a little bit of work, guys. They might take more. They'll take more work than the others, apart from Bolton, who will also take a lot of work. But I think what we've got for you is 5 saves that will be really, really fun to do. So we've got Bolton, Brighton, Derby, Sheffield Wednesday, and Wolves. They are my 5 championship saves for you, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, hit that thumbs up. Make sure that you subscribe to the FM Scout YouTube channel. Also, I'll leave the link in the description to my personal YouTube channel as well, RichOnTwitch_TV. Make sure you head over there and subscribe as well. But until then, I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will see you all in the next episode of the FM Project.